Okay, here it is. This is the Beauty and the Beast inspired album that I made for a friend. I made the box, and to make the box, it was a 12 by 12. I scored 2.5 inches on all sides on both pieces of paper, folded it, cut one side, and then just kind of folded it in. Made a perfect size box for these albums that I make from Carolina's Creations. And I'll be delivering this to her later today. So on this album, what I did is I just put Beauty and the Beast, and this I fussy cut from a digital download. This was also a digital download. I have here, it opens up and you can put pictures or write in it. And I put a little tuck spot with something there so they can see what to do. This closes with a ribbon. So we'll open this up and get started to look at it. So my friend wanted to make sure there was an album with space for pictures. So what I did is I put in the front, and this is held with magnets. And basically you can put pictures here. And again, it closes with a magnet. This is just a plain picture. This here was a digital download. This here just is a little pocket. And I had this old-timey paper, so I just kind of tucked it in there. This is a digital download. This is a digital download. Blank sheet that they could put stuff in. So here on the pockets, these, I believe I got these from either Timu or Lolo Yaya. I can't remember, but they were just some images. Put them on. And you can put pictures or write in it. Actually all of these were digital downloads that I got. And I cut these and put them, and I figured you could put pictures here and here. All of these are digital downloads. Open this, and here you see it's got all of this that you could put pictures or just leave or whatever you want to do with it. Again, spaces for pictures here, here, and then there. Okay, here is another pocket. These are some stickers I got, and these were digital. This actually came from a paper pad. This is a digital download, and I just found a picture of the book, so I printed it and stuck it in there. Again, you can put stuff in here. This came from a paper pad that I have at 12 by 12, and open that and to put a picture in. Here we go, more spaces to put pictures or to write. This here opens up. I really like how this looked. These are digital downloads, but you open it up. And what I did is I had this really pretty sticky notes that these I bought on Amazon. And I just split the sticky notes in half, and I put half on each side. This came from a paper pad. This is from a paper pad. Pictures here are a digital download, but I really just like how this opens up. I thought it looked so cool. This here is a tuck spot. What I did is I made a book, and it has, you can see here, some pictures of Beauty and the Beast, Belle. It's just got all kinds of little stuff in there, but it's a little book. And I just stapled it. I didn't sew it. This is just a little card to write or something, and I just stuck it in the tuck spot. This here I was very proud of. This is, look at this waterfall. Look at all the characters in there. I just think it's so cool. So you could, I guess, put pictures on the other side, or just leave it to enjoy and look at. Okay, this here is set with room for pictures, so it opens and you could put something in. And it's got clear, there's a name for this that's on here, but there's like plastic, that's not what it's called, but it's over the top, and it looks like I still have some glue here that I have to try to get off. This is just a sticker, more inserts, and this is all from that same paper that I got, and it's just white. So you could write or put pictures, whatever you want to do there. This is a pocket, and I found these on Amazon. They come in this size and then a full square. This is the only one I used here, so I put it. Stickers, 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 all these are stickers. This came from a paper pad. And this was digital, no, actually this came from a Beauty and the Beast book that I had, and I fussy cut it. I put it on black, and this was the top, and then I just glued it in. This here was my first time using stickers. So I had this sticker book, I think it was called Into the Forest, something like that. And so I layered a whole lot of stickers to kind of make this scene. And then I put the castle, and this opens up. It has a little ribbon, and this is held with magnets. And I put 3 magnets there to really hold it. So when you open it, you have the castle, and this opens up. So you can put pictures or do what you want here. This was a digital download that I just took marker and I made it darker. And this opens up, and when this opens up, you've got another scene. Let me close, well, I don't need to close that, but another scene here, and then this also opens. This piece I had a lot of fun with. So what I did here is I printed this image twice. And the second time, look at this, it's got a magnet here. So it opens, and you've got this here to put pictures or do whatever you want in it. Now, I do want to talk about paper weight, because the first album I made with this, I was printing it out, I think, on 24-pound stock, and that really was not helpful because as I was gluing it down, you could almost see the line. So all of this I printed on 65-pound stock, and that made a world of difference when I was attaching it. It made it so much easier, and you don't see all the lines underneath from when I glued it, which you could see on the other one. This here too, all the paper that I used to wrap it. So this was chipboard inside, 3 pieces. And if you go to Carolina's, you'll see she sells this template, or you can watch her. She describes it. I bought the template. I think it was about $5 or so. So I followed her thing. I did take some liberties on the inside of the book, making changes. It does still have the 3 signatures. But this I cover also in 65-pound stock, and I get this, a lot of this in the black 12 by 12 and 8.5 by 11, because all of these, each signature inside, this is one 12 by 12 folded, and then I add, so like here, basically I would cut extra piece here to glue on. You can't see because the other stuff is here, but so that since these are all 6 by 6, I would have cut this at 6.5 by 6, and then the other 1/2 inch I'm gluing, which again, it's covered by this here, and it's underneath, you can't see it, but add this in, and then I would also do this 6.5 by 6, or maybe just slightly smaller if it's not going to fold, and glue this top piece on right there. And you can kind of see here, there's 3 magnets, so that's underneath. Then it's covered, and it gets on these pieces here. This here, I don't know the exact dimensions. I don't have a ruler here, but what I would have done on this is I would have added an extra 1/2 inch on each side, and then what I did is I just cut it in the middle because I wanted it to meet up exactly. And if I'm not correct. I think I put the image on it and then cut it. And then doing the second piece, I had to be careful. And I put black paper underneath with the magnets. It's being held by magnets. So just didn't see the white background. And then I just used black ink to cover any other remaining spots. But it's kind of like just a little hidden tuck away spot. This here, I should do, this is so easy. It seems so hard. But now that I've seen this, I really enjoy making these. And this again too, just I figured out how far I wanted this, did them both the same, and an extra 1/2 inch to glue it on here. That's all I do when I get creative and I want to add stuff. Again, here 6.5 by 6, fold it in, do a 1/2 inch score, fold it, glue that on, and I just kind of covered that excess where I glued it. And this here, I believe these were all 3.5 by 3 because the 1/2 inch here I folded under. So here you could see, and then I covered it. So this is a 1/2 inch. Then I put this directly underneath a 1/2 inch. And just because they're so close, you want to make sure you're not hitting it. So they're very close, but you got to watch while you're putting it in. And I liked it on the cover because I had done it once before in here, and 3 by 3 isn't going to work because this is 6 inches. So, but on the cover is 6.5 by 6.5. So this works perfect on the cover. And I think that's going to work well. I could have done it here or on the back cover, but I had glued this on when I thought about doing this, and this was open, so I put it here. Again, this album was so much fun to make. I hope the recipient really likes it. And this is my newest album.